crafty friends, it's Audra Monk, the Crafty Yogi, and welcome to the Crafty Corner and your Yoga for Crafters mini practice for today. So welcome my friends. Whether you find this right now live, what is it? It's Wednesday, 2:09. If you happen to see this live, give me a like, give me a love. If you're watching this on the replay, which most of you will, I always appreciate a thumbs up, like a love there also. So we're just gonna jump in. I like to keep these super short so you can just take a quick break from whatever your day is, whether it's cutting tons of paper for card classes or projects you're working on, or whether you're working on a computer, you're at a desk, you're doing housework. We all do work that needs to be counterbalanced by a little yoga practice. All right, so let's sit nice and tall. Have your ankles under your knees and your knees in line with your hips. A lot of us go knees out or knees in, so try to get them even. The other thing that many of us do, I am a 100% admitted slumper. My back goes here. Okay, I should actually show you this. It's actually quite embarrassing. This is what happens when I'm working. How in any way is this good for my back? It's not, right? I am like 6 inches taller than this. So we have to work on coming up. And your back might do the same. It might be as big as mine, or maybe you just round the top, or maybe some of us tuck at the low back. That one I don't do. I'm an upper back sloucher. And a lot of it is just the way your body's put together. And so we need to build the strength and build the flexibility where we need it. So that little mini lecture aside, ankles, knees, hips, shoulders go over the hips, so roll them down and back. They should almost always be over the hips. And then our ears should be over our shoulders. So many of us, the chin comes forward, so tuck that chin in. You don't have to over exaggerate it, but find that natural little bit. Chin tuck slightly and the top of the head reaching towards the ceiling. And wow, I've got crazy hair today. I was in the middle of cutting and I saw the time and I was like, oh, I gotta stop. Okay, so we're gonna do a really fun set of exercises for our hands and our wrists, because many of us, especially as we age, so even if you're very young, it's super good to do these. Oh, I see some little happy faces, or maybe those faces were laughing. It's okay if they were laughing, but I saw something go by. Even if we're young, it's good to do this. So bring your hands together with your fingers spread super wide, and I want jazz hands, active fingers, okay? Lift your elbows and then press your hands and your fingers into each other. Shoulders are down and back. The belly is gonna pull in to help support this. All right, it seems really simple, but it's so good for us. Okay, and then interlace your fingers, press your palms down, inhale, scoop the arms up. Good, exhale, bring them down. Okay, so you can't see my hands. One day I'm gonna break and do a vertical video, but it's so wrong. Video was not meant to be vertical, and I know so many people do it, especially here on social media, so maybe I have to learn to bend and I have to be more flexible. So when I go up, my hands are staying in this position, but if when you go up it doesn't work, maybe you have to slide it down so the fingers are lighter and your arms don't go as straight. That is okay. You wanna find the place where your wrists and your shoulders are getting a nice stretch. And then one more. Oh, and bring it down. All right, this time, press your fingers close. So little namaste prayer hands. Lift your elbows, press it in. Press it nice and strong. Good, shoulders are down and back. Belly, my belly was not pulled in. I was doing something different back there. Bring it all in. Okay, now interlace your fingers. And I always make this joke. Back in the 80s, maybe other times when you did senior pictures, you put your hand on a thing and you rested your chin here. You look super cute, so do that. But don't bring your head forward. That's actually not good. All right, and then one wrist is in and one wrist is out, and our forearms are parallel. Mine are doing pretty good today. Now, some of us, it's not gonna go. It's gonna be at an angle, or the elbow's gonna be up really high because our wrists are really tight. So we're gonna find the place that's right for us. In my right wrist, I'm very right-handed. I've had issues off and on since, interestingly, only since I had babies. I never had problems with my wrists pre-babies, but I mean, and then go the other side. I was young 20s when I had babies, so it's been a long time. But sometimes I have really bad tendonitis in that wrist. I have to be careful with it. But I will just tell you that since I've been doing this little stretch, knock on wood, well, this part's wood, I have had way less issues, just like my low back care deal. I call it maintenance yoga. And you know what? I'll share the link because that's a little bit longer. And then come center and release. It's a little longer video. I made one for the yoga studio. It's about 10 minutes and it's lying down yoga. I will share that after this, later this afternoon so that you can see that. Roll your shoulders. It's really good. The maintenance yoga, taking care of your body, can make things so much more comfortable. All right. So we stretched it, we moved it, we stretched it, and now we're going to give it the last. So open your fingers wide, wiggle them. Oh, it feels so good. Wiggle them. And when I say it feels so good, it's like that, I don't know if I want to say that hurts so good song, but the idea is that you need a good stretch. Okay, wiggle them. Ooh, bend them. I've got a crick in one. Bend them up and down. Good. All right, and then bring them together. This is the last part. This one's super soft. So, very gently roll so your hands open. Then the back of your hands come together. The hands go down and they roll up. And let that repeat. Oh, beautiful. I have been teaching this. I usually call this the lava lamp. I don't think I've ever had a lava lamp, but I feel like when you watch your hands, I have been teaching this probably for like 15 years, this little roll through. And then stop and roll the other way. So we're working on flexibility and mobility, things that we all need. All right, one more time. Good. All right, bring your arms down. Let's check on our seat. Ankles under knees, knees in line with hips, shoulders over hips, belly pulls in, chin tucked slightly, top of the head reaches, relax your hands down. Maybe close your eyes for just a moment and gently breathe in and out through the nose. And there you go, my friends. I hope that you find that helpful. I am so glad that you enjoy my random stories. Thank you so much for spending a few moments with me and for yourself. So don't just look at this as entertainment. You have to do the movements, okay? Questions, comments are welcome. Likes and loves are always appreciated. And I will see you next time, my friends. Stay crafty and namaste.